Please, first rule of the class, keep your mobile phones on silent or switch them off and keep it in the pocket, not on the desk, please. Okay? All of you. I'll not say it again. All right? All of you, please. Mobile phones inside, please. Okay? It's time. We are starting now. Welcome to the first session of Physiology of the Reproductive System. You have begun the module. You are going through different areas, covered anatomy and histology, I believe. This is a combined session for physiology and biochemistry. I'll cover these two areas both together because Dr. Mujtaba will not be available. He has a lecture. And there is an overlap. Okay, it's interesting to discuss physiology and biochemistry together because they are linked with each other. Okay? So the first lecture that we are beginning with, as you can see, is about the female sex hormones. Our first area to be covered is the female genital system that we are doing. And later, in the last week, we will have a talk about the male reproductive system. Okay? So the first topic here is female sex hormones. Well, going back and having a recall from our foundation module, which you have covered, we talked about some hormones, basic, the general endocrinology and the actions of hormones, and we talked about some types of hormones which are secreted by different parts of the body, hormones coming from ovaries and testes. We covered those things superficially. We touched that. All right? It is the time to have the discussion opened again in detail, and this is what we are doing. We are beginning with the structure-function relationships, the mechanism of action, all the effects of these hormones, and how are these hormones regulated in the body to produce homeostasis. This is our object of the discussion. Okay? These are the objectives that we are going to cover. It's all about biochemistry and physiology. What I have said are written here in the form of objectives. Okay? Ovarian hormones. I'm sure you know about ovaries by now and the anatomy of the ovaries as well. And you might have been told about some of the hormones also, even in anatomy also, because whenever it comes, they also give you that this hormone is coming from this cell or this is produced by this area of the ovary, like that. Okay. When I say the word ovarian hormones, some hormones definitely click in your mind. Okay? These hormones are very special in nature and essential for the normal physiology of the females. The two hormones which are the most important hormones produced in a good amount from the ovaries, not continuously but periodically, in periods. Okay, it's coming and again becoming low and again and becoming low. Okay, so they are fluctuating. They are not having a musalsal equal release from the ovaries. It's not like that. Okay, but they are coming from the ovaries definitely phasically or periodically. Okay, they are coming in phasic or periodic way. These two hormones are on top of the list. The first name which clicks in our mind, definitely all of you know, it's estrogen. Okay, without any doubt, you will first say automatically as a reflex estrogen. And with estrogen, there is a coupled hormone comes in mind. And you say after estrogen, you will next say progesterone. Okay, that you have learned from before also. Okay. Well, there are some other hormones, minor releases from the ovaries also, which have their definite functions, okay, which are the supporters of these hormones, or which are the regulators of these hormones, or which have some other functions, but these hormones are also coming in variable quantities. Okay? These hormones, as the name is written here, androgens, okay, and apart from androgens, you have some other hormones which are also written at the end of the slide, and you will find some special hormones called activins, inhibins, and follistatins, right? I think this is written here. Can you see that? All right. So, do you remember something about the basic chemistry of the hormones, the classification of the hormones, chemically speaking, according to their structure? Steroids. Abdurrahman is saying steroids. Out of this, Abdurrahman, if I give you a choice to select steroids, which one will you select? Estrogen, progesterone, and androgens also? All right. Okay, so you are selecting estrogens, progesterone, and androgens. This is your choice, right? Do you agree, the class? Okay, I do agree with you. Perfect choice. The above written hormones are called the steroids. Can I have you with me? I simply requested one thing in the beginning. You didn't follow. So what should I do now? Shall I continue or leave? No, next to you. No, in the middle. Exactly.